So the evolution of RPE came much later. So this would have been in my academy days when I was at the Air Force Academy. I was the cadet in charge of the powerlifting team for 3 years, 3 of my 4 years there. And I built that team from literally being the only guy on it to having a full team and like bringing a bus to collegiate nationals. You know, like it was you know, a thing that was really close to me. And so having all these lifters on a team and all looking at me to be the coach, I had to step up and figure out how to be the coach. And so that was a lot of learning. It's a lot of, you know, probably doing a lot of stuff wrong. And I remember thinking about training all the time, you know, just being obsessed with training and reading anything I could about training and trying to figure out how to do a better job for myself and a better job for my lifters. And people at the time were talking about leaving a rep in the tank. You know, well, sometimes it's okay, you know, leave a rep in the tank when you're training, which is funny because the concept of leaving only 1 rep in the tank seems like too much, you know, nowadays. But at the time, we were talking people into taking it easy on a couple sets now and then, you know. And I married that concept up with RPE that had, you know, kind of a long history in endurance sports and endurance exercise science. You know, it's like, thought, well, if you take this 1 to 10 scale and apply it to lifting weights, what does that look like? And, you know, you could have 1 rep in the tank or 2, you know, and so on. And that's kind of how the original RPE scale was born. The training around it, all the sets and reps, the exercise selection, the weekly structures, and all that stuff has changed pretty dramatically in the time since. In those early days, we were still doing upper-lower splits. So you would have a bench session, and then you would have a squat deadlift session. Most of the time, you'd have 2 of those a week. And that's changed pretty dramatically. Now most sessions are mixed sessions. The target RPE, you know, I kind of mentioned this already, that the target RPE that most people aim at has shifted. It's shifted down quite a bit. It used to be that training 9s and 10 RPE sets was not at all uncommon, you know, and it's become a bit less common as training has changed over the years for better or worse.